As we're getting into sports, BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything football. From the preseason NFL to college kicking off, BetOnline has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads while the games are being played. You think you know your stuff? Get into the winner-take-all $300,000 NFL Survivor pool for the upcoming season. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get a game of blackjack or poker run by with one of our over 150 slot games they have. Head to the website today and use promo code BLEAV, that's BLEAV, and get in on the action. Bet online. The game starts here. Code BLEAV, capital BLEAV. Next is from the Human Shield. The subject is follow-up question for the mailbag. Triple H versus Tony Khan. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Last week I asked about Dragon Lee, and Konnan noted that it isn't possible to push everyone at the same time, instead of Bronson Reed waiting and eventually getting pushed as an example. I agree. I've noticed Triple H is good at heating people up. I'd argue Pete Dunne is another example of this. My follow-up question is one of the biggest criticisms of Tony Khan is that people will show up, get momentum, and disappear for weeks or months and lose any momentum they had. Why is it that it works for Triple H, but for whatever reason it doesn't work for Tony? What are they doing differently? Cody, Joel, you might be able to answer this question, okay? When you have that wrestling simulator thing, right? When you have things planned out, if you have an endpoint for you plan a guy out, and like how long do they plan it out? Like how many weeks of TV do you think Tony has planned out in this simulation that he does?
Well, going off seeing little clips of him with this big giant notebook thing, it looks to me like he does 3 months, but I think it's longer because if you remember when they were the whole Hangman Page angle where he was sad and he was drinking and he's losing his friends, but he's going to make a big comeback and win the belt. That was set in stone the day AEW began, and they never deviated from it. They kept the Adam Page story going, and they just did it. So I think he plans for a long time. In the game, you just, a month or 3 months to build up to a pay-per-view, in the 90s kind of thing. But
I think the perfect example, the most glaring example they've had in the past 5 years is when Wardlow squashed MJF, and then you would think, okay, this guy's taking the next step to stardom on the show, and just kind of just fizzled out.
Bro, you know what's even...
It never really covered from that. Go ahead.
You know what's even as ridiculous as that? I watch Collision. I watch it every week.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it this week. If you had to take a guess, what do you think they had? What's that tall guy's name that used to come out with Jake the Snake?
Lance
Archer. Yeah.
Lance Archer. What do you think he was doing backstage?
I saw he beat up guys backstage.
Was he beating up security guys again?
Right. So he'll beat them up, which for the 5th time they're doing this with him, and then he'll go out there and do a job for somebody.
Right. Yeah.
It's here's the problem, bro. This is where fans, when they try to tell us about wrestling, I have zero respect for them because you have no idea what Tony has to go through in this sense. First of all, if it was easy, we'd have a lot of great bookers, which we don't. He's still learning. He's still a fan doing his fantasy booking, okay? And he's got to worry about wrestlers that might want to leave the WWE, injuries, wrestlers that don't want to work with other wrestlers, immature people that he's had to suspend like Sammy Guevara, Britt Baker, etc. Okay? So, everybody wants to be doing something. A lot of people there, from what they've told me, they've gotten to the point where, you know what, just pay me and so he's got all these things. He's got to worry about a network deal. He's got to worry about WWE rating his talent. He's got to worry about what venue he's going to go to. He's got to worry about if he doesn't sell enough tickets, does he paper it? Does he cordon it up? There's so many things that you have no idea. You just think, oh, gee, if I were Booker, I'd push this guy and I'd push that guy. It's not that easy, especially when he had zero prior experience. Being a fan is not enough. If they were to put me right now, and I'm a huge baseball fan since I've been 6 years old, and they were to kick out Alex Cora, and they were to put me in there, I'd have no clue what I'm doing.
You have no clue what you're doing, but you could fill out a lineup one day.
I could do that.
And you could win. the pitch a 4 hitter,
Right.
the guy's going and you win 7-2.
Right.
Right? You know,
We
and
could get Sale back from the Braves.
right. Right. Yeah, but then it's like, right. But then if we did get Sale back for the Braves, I'd be like, wow, this guy does something. And that'd be like a thing. But if you want there,
But
just,
still,
you know,
bro, if they put you on the Atlanta Braves, you can imagine you'd be, you'd have to learn. You'd have to
Right.
learn how to manage a baseball team.
right. That's kind of a thing that has kind of permeated baseball now.
Yeah.
That's a thing where these, these stat geeks, like
Right.
these people that've never gotten the game, and like they
Right.
come in and they do, like all of a
Yeah.
sudden
Who
they have,
gives about launch rate,
bro, they have,
velocity coming off the bat? Big
they have
deal.
they
Yeah.
have little bits of success, but then all of a sudden, we look back 2-3 years, like, why are these old school managers, these old school teams still the ones that are like winning all the
Right.
game?
Because
Like,
they have that gut feeling,
right,
they've been in there. They know. Right. Yeah.
right.
Plus, another thing when they're talking about Triple H and Tony, hey, guess what? Triple H was a star, made money, was in the ring. He knows how to speak to wrestlers.
Right. You know what I want to do? I'm going to ask him if he come on soon. I want to talk about that exact same concept with Josh, because I listened to he does podcasts. He does like a sports gambling podcast on these networks and stuff. Bro, he is like can't stand these stat geeks.
Neither can
Right,
I.
like and he's a wrestling fan, and like I want to hear him kind of extrapolate the two, like what we're talking about here, where to get it from an actual baseball
Right.
guy, like the differences where you have fanboys that know
Right.
a bunch of stats,
Right.
they know what they're doing, right? So
Yeah, against the old school guys that played.
right. So yeah.
MikeDurbin.com. You can get the WCW-esque Konnan in that K-Dog Wolfpack style. Man, this Konnan might be Bendy of the Year right now.
I
really
told you.
Yo, let me speak on this. Mike Durbin Productions exclusive. Konnan, I was the most impressed with Konnan, man. It's like undercover Bendy of the Year. It's a really nice figure. The do-rag is freaking awesome in person. I love the exclusive with the WCW packaging. I love this one with the camo. It's really nice.
And I will say a figurine expert who went to TJ on Friday, Matt Cardona, put it over as being a good figurine as far as figurines go.
Yo, hold on, let me speak on this. Exclusive Mike Durbin Productions, K-Dog. Look at that. Listen to K-Dog, keeping it 100. Logo on the back, MikeDurbin.com. Get it right now. Low key might be Bendy of the Year. Go get it.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.